I like to start off this presentation with a poem by Joshua Dickerson entitled Because I Don't Have a Pencil. I woke myself up this morning because we ain't got an alarm clock. Dug in a dirty clothes basket because no one washed my uniform. Brushed my hair and teeth in the dark because the lights ain't on. Even got my baby sister ready because my mama wasn't home. Got us both to school on time to eat a good breakfast. Then when I got there, the teacher fussed because I ain't got a pencil. So if you can just close your eyes and just imagine, I want everyone to just think about one teacher that you find very special in your heart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, was that teacher a white woman or even a white man? I'm sure most of us didn't even think about a black male or female. So this conversation is to explain the importance of the African American male in our school systems. As we know, African American males only make up 2% of the teaching workforce in America today, which is highly alarming, being as though most students need to see a African American, most African American students need to see an African American male that's in a position that's not in a higher position, leadership position, that's not either even on a basketball court or on the football field. So it is known, and it is a known fact that low income students who have a black teacher, man or woman, for at least 1 year in elementary school are less likely to drop out of high school and more likely to consider college. Still, only 7% of teachers nationwide are African American. It's important for children to see black males in their lives, especially daily in their respectable positions of authority. And the disconnection between the diversity of teachers is alarming because children deserve a diverse teaching force to prepare them to be global citizens. Diversity drives innovation. We know that a lot of times students are, or especially African American males, are placed with teachers who may not understand them. A lot of times can't even relate to them. The teacher may seem boring, or they may appear to be scared of the student because of their skin color, because of what they were taught before. Black in 2019, black men ages of 25 to 29 held a bachelor's degree. Only 28% compared to white men at 40%. So this dates back to why black men are important in our education system. We know dating back to the slavery times, it was illegal for you to be able to even teach a African American male or female to even read or write, which have created an injustice in our system. So dating back to elementary school, our African American males are set up for failure, being as though they don't have anyone who looks like them, sound like them, talk like them to be able to understand the things that they go through in their home. I know a lot of time. I know for me, one main reason why I do want to get into education is because there was one teacher, Mr. Anderson, in my second grade, who, for some reason, I felt like he connected. So, give you a little background. Was one of 7 kids growing up in the house. My mom's single mom. So going to school, it was like my quiet space, honestly. And people are like, your quiet space? Yeah. So Mr. Anderson, I can just go talk to him. He gave me that inspiration to lead the next generation, to give back. A lot of times, even through our HBCU initiatives and things of that sort, we have the tendency as a culture to give back to our generation. A lot of times, if they don't have that, or they don't see someone who looks like them, sound like them, talk like them, they won't be able to relate. That ends up with a higher incarceration rate for our African American males, which then leads to a low population in the workforce. I'd like to start this presentation off with a poem by Joshua Dickerson. I woke myself up because we don't have an alarm clock. Dug in a dirty clothes basket because no one washed my uniform. Brushed my hair and teeth in the dark because we don't have any lights. Even got my baby sister ready because my mama wasn't home. Got us both to school on time to eat a good breakfast. Then when I got to class, the teacher fussing at me because I ain't got a pencil. Far too often we find that to be the case in our education system. So today I want to speak on the importance of the African American male in the classroom. For the longest, we know dating back to even slavery times where it was even illegal to teach an African American male or female to read or write. The disparity between a racial and ethnic composition of teachers and students in our school system is alarming for several reasons. First, there's a flat and connection between the children and the teaching workforce. A lot of times, if I could just ask you to think about your favorite teacher that you can remember, I'm sure they didn't look like me. Sure they didn't sound like me. It's probably, in all honesty, probably a white woman. As African American males, we make up of less than 2% of the teaching workforce in America. This is alarming for several reasons because one, it goes back to the injustice and the inequality of African American males. We know that growing up as an African American male in America, everything is a lot harder for you. So let's go ahead and break down some facts and tell you about these things. I would like to start off this presentation with a poem by Joshua Dickerson entitled Because I Don't Have a Pencil. I woke myself up this morning because we don't have an alarm clock.